Hi, I'm Kalina, and today we're going to be creating a pop art inspired clay self-portrait. A portrait is a painting, drawing, photograph, or engraving of a person, so in this case, since we're doing a portrait of ourselves, it would be a self-portrait. So for this project, you're going to need these materials. You're going to need some clay, some scissors, a dull pencil, a butter knife, a gel pen, a container with water. I have a small bowl, some cling wrap or saran wrap, and a printed out photo of yourself. To start, we have to cut out our photo. Your photo should be around 5 inches by 7 inches. That would be the ideal size. You should also try to have your photo be mostly of yourself and your face. Next, we're going to take our gel pen and you're going to trace yourself. Try and get the major parts of the face, such as the nose, the hair, the mouth. I have hands in this photo, your eyes. I'm just going to trace. I'm going to fast forward the video now so that you don't have to sit through this whole tracing process. But if you're working on it right now, you can pause the video until we get to the next step. For the hair, make sure that you have some lines in there. You don't have to put all the lines, but just some lines following so it looks like strands of hair when we're making a tile. If you have more curly hair, you would of course follow some prominent curls and make some of those lines straight. I have wavy hair here, so I'm just making some wavy lines in there. Okay, now that we finished outlining our photo, I'm going to put this aside for right now and we're going to start with our clay. I'm getting a very large piece of clay. Should not move this. So I'm getting a large piece of clay. I'm going to flatten it out as best as I can. Once I've gotten it pretty flat, it's still pretty thick. So what I'm going to do is take a water bottle and use it as a rolling pin to continue flattening out. Best to flip over the slab so you have a nice flat surface. You still have some imperfections. You can always get underwater, a little bit of water, and smooth it all out. Your slab should be bigger than your photo, so your photo should fit within the slab. We're going to take our photo that we outlined with the gel pen and we're going to place it face down onto the slab. Once on the slab, we're going to take our butter knife and we're going to cut off the edges using the photo as a guide. So now go ahead and start pressing your photo down into the clay. As you can see, the clay is wet, so the photo is already starting to show through. What we're going to do is we're going to take our bowl of water and we're going to put more water on top of it so that you can see the photo coming through. And you're going to rub, going to add more pressure onto the areas where we traced our gel pen. It may start to rip a little bit, but don't worry, it's okay. We're going to grab our corner here. I'm going to lift it up. As you can see, the image is transferred onto our clay. So now we're going to take our saran wrap or our cling wrap. I'm going to get a little piece out. And what we're going to do, piece over our clay. And try and have as little bit of wrinkles as possible. And try and be as flat as possible. It's okay if there's some wrinkles in there. And it will help if you clean it over the edges. Maybe even put it under the slab. So now we're going to take our dull pencil. You can also use the pen, but I find the pencil is easier so it doesn't break through the saran wrap. We're going to take the dull pencil and we're going to use it to carve our image. So it's best not to put your pencil straight upwards, or how you usually write, but to kind of have it on the side. And we're going to begin carving into the clay, following our traced lines. Try to make sure that your carved lines are nice and deep within the clay. Because once you paint this tile, once it's dry, we're going to use these carved indentations as lines to paint over. So now after you finish carving, we're going to go ahead and take off your saran wrap. If there's any lines that you feel that you missed or that might need to go deeper, at this point you can go ahead and go back in with your pencil and carve a little deeper into it. If you'd like to clean up, as you can see I have some of the pen marks still on there. If you'd like to clean that up, you can just take some water. It comes right off, rub it right off. If you put too much water, it may take away your indentations though, your carving, so you may have to go back in and carve again. So after you're done carving, you have to let your tile dry. This is a finished tile that I did earlier. And now once it's dry, you can start adding your paints. And because it's a pop art inspired tile, we're going to try and use some bright colors. So it's best to start by painting in your whole tile first with the colors that you'd like. Once you've locked in your initial color, then after it's all dry, we're going to go in with a small brush and some black paint, and then you're going to very carefully outline it with black. All of the indentations and carved areas, and go back in and carve it and paint it in with black. Once you finish painting, you can go back over any areas that clay may be coming through. So make sure that your tile is totally painted. And if you'd like, you can also paint in these edges so that your tile looks fully complete. And now we have a pop art inspired clay self-portrait. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And until next time, bye!